Pre-calculus, first 6 weeks, final review, inverses, operations, and compositions of functions. We had a test the week before last, and we want to go over 6 problems from this section and deal with these kind of problems. First problem, problem 4. Compare the function f of x equals square root of x. Which function would be a vertical stretch? So you're looking at which one of these 4 functions would be a stretch from this one, f of x equals square root of x. And what we have here to graph f of x equals square root of x, this is what it looks like, this red curve here. And if we graph our other points, if we graph choice B, this one here, this red curve here is a stretched upward or vertically from the square root of x parent function. So anyway, that would make our correct answer B. Okay, next problem. Compare the function y equals 3x minus 6, which is its inverse function. We're going to look at this a couple different ways. First of all, we're going to rewrite this function here with the x's and y's reversed, so we can then solve for y, see which one is an inverse function. So instead we're going to write x equals 3y minus 6. And I like solving for the variable on the left side, so I'm going to switch this one around to rewrite it as 3y minus 6 equals x. And so to solve for y, we're going to start out by adding 6, and you find the golden rule of algebra. What we do on one side of the equation, we do the other side, so we add 6 to the right side. And so negative 6 plus 6 cancel to equal 1. We have remaining 3y equals x plus 6. And now we're going to get rid of this 3 by dividing both sides of the equation by that coefficient of y, which is 3. And so what we have left, 3 over 3 cancel to equal 1, so we have y equals 1/3 x plus 6 over 3 is 2. And where do we see that? We see that right here, answer B. So we're going to circle B as our correct answer. And alternatively, with the calculator, we can look at it also. And let's get that out here with the calculator look. What I have here is we have the original 3x minus 6 plotted here with the red line. And then we have the answer B plotted here, shown by the green line in green. And you might be able to see that they are mirror images of one another about the line y equals x. But just to assure that that's the case, we go ahead and draw in that blue line and see it there. So that is also confirms that our correct answer is B. We go on to the next problem, 9. If f of x equals x plus 3 and g of x equals x plus 2, what is f minus g of x? Had a lot of people get this one wrong that shouldn't have. So what you're doing here is you're taking this function, x plus 3, and subtracting this function, x plus 2. So let's line them up and subtract. We have x minus 3, or excuse me, I said x minus 3, I meant x plus 3. And we're going to subtract out x plus 2. Well, in subtracting, I'm going to put a little subtraction sign here to the side. X minus x equals 0. And 3 minus 2 equals plus 1. And so where do we see equals 1? We see it down here in answer choice D. So D is our correct answer. A lot more people should have got this problem right. Let's go on to the next problem. Problem 10. If f of x equals x squared and g of x equals x plus 2, what is f of g of x? Again, that's not fog, it's f of g of x. And so what that calls for is to substitute this x plus 2 expression in place of this x squared here. And so we're going to do that over to the side. So I'm going to put f o g, which is function of x, equals, in place of the x squared, we're going to put x plus 2, our quantity x plus 2, and that thing we square. And so basically what we have to do now is we have to work out what squaring this is. So let's square it up. Let's multiply it out. In my class I've used the box method a lot, so I'm going to not stray from that technique here. And we're going to put x plus 2 on the top. And we're going to put x plus 2 on the side. And so we mark in the box where they intersect. Here we have x squared. And in the upper right, we're going to have 2x. In the lower left, we're going to have 2x. And in the lower right, we're going to have 2 times 2, which is 4. So combining these like terms here, we have 2x plus 2x. We're going to get x squared plus 4x plus 4. And where do we see this guy? We see it over answer B. A lot of answer B so far. There it is. So we circle our correct answer, B. A lot more people should have got that one right too. Let's go on to the next problem, 14. We have a function represented by the 3 sets of word pairs, 1, 2, 2, 4, and 4, 9. So this one here seems like the ones who missed. If you were there in class, you got this right. And if you weren't there in class, you got it wrong. Fortunately, most of you were there in class. What it is, it's a matter of just reversing the order of the coordinates. So this 1, 2 will become 2, 1 as an inverse. Okay, and this 2, 4 will be 4, 2. And finally, we have 4, 9 will become 9, 4. And if we plotted the points, we would see them reflected about the line y equals x. Although the correct answer is answer D. It was an easy problem for most of you. Good. Problem 19. If f of x equals 2x minus 3 and g of x equals x plus 1, find f of g of x. Again, this is sort of similar in technique to that earlier f of g of x problem. We're going to take this x plus 1 and multiply it, or take the place of x here. So just writing it out, we're going to say f of g of x and we're going to have 2 times quantity x plus 1 minus 3 And now we're going to use our distributive property, 2 times x and 2 times 1. And so that's going to be 2x plus 2. And then we're going to bring down this negative 3 here, or minus 3, so minus 3. And 2 minus 3 are their combined like terms. So we have 2x minus 1. Okay, I had a lot of trouble with this one, even for people who were in class. A lot of people, what they did is they, I think, added back this x and ended up with a 3x type answer. So I got a lot of people nibble on this answer B. So anyway, those are 6 problems from the test, and I hope this has been instructive. For those of you who missed when we went over this in class, you were the ones who had more trouble with this. I hope this is a good review for you. Thanks for viewing.